And along we go to the next lifts, which are some completely awesome early 70s inner door lift Schindler R series. These are just completely awesome. And along we go to the next lift, and this is where we see how Schindler's gone downhill. Schindler have made cheaper lifts to fit in with the lift industry, which is getting cheaper and cheaper, although their lifts are still pretty good compared to some of their rivals, but they're not as good as how Schindler should be. No chassis, which is disappointing. This lift is not as good as the Schindler M series, but it's still really nice as it's got capacitive buttons. And just take a look at its really old shaft. Sadly, this lift has replaced an older lift, which was probably a Schindler, sadly. And along we go to some awesome Schindler D series, and it's got a very weird shape on the indicator for floor 2. And along we go to a 70s Schindler, which has been modernised in the 2000s with a Schindler Eurolift buttons. And this Schindler Eurolift has full intelligent levelling. It might not be quite as efficient as the epicness of the M series, but it's still really good. And along we go to another lift that's been modernised by Schindler in the 2000s. and now go on a tram. And along we go into Germany. The trams in Basel go across 3 countries. They go between Switzerland, France and Germany. And it's just really nice with Schengen and the EU and cross-border trams. It just makes the United Kingdom look so old-fashioned and pathetic in comparison. And here is a car park in Germany, which has some generic lifts. And here is a border crossing between Switzerland and Germany. And this border crossing is now a tram stop. You'd never have this sort of joined up thinking in England. England is being left behind while everywhere else in Europe integrates and becomes better, and England will be a little racist country left out on their own. So then back into Switzerland, and along we go to the next lift, which is of course a Schindler. And despite the fact this one looks a bit generic, it's still got full intelligent proper Schindler levelling. And along we go to a completely awesome and incredibly rare Schindler Direct Drive. There's only a handful of these left in the world. They're extinct in the United Kingdom. They were a very weird and rare lift built by Schindler in the late 90s, and they're only built for 1 or 2 years. They didn't last very long because they're such a weird design. The motor's sitting on the lift, so it's actually a bit like a climbing lift, but without a rack and pinion, making it a direct drive lift. They don't go particularly fast, they're very noisy, which is really nice, and they've got destination dispatch, despite the fact this is a set of 1 lift, which doesn't make any sense. Very weird design, but it's very nice to see Schindler innovating like this. This design might be a fail, but it's really unique and interesting. And along we go to a completely awesome, very rare 1960s Schindler. This lift's just absolutely epic. So then open it up and oh dear, I almost got caught by the staff in this hotel. That got too close. And along we go to the next building, which is being used as some gym or something. A lift inside this building was boring. But this building's got a completely epic goods lift. And this time it's not actually a Schindler. This is the only lift in Basel that's not a Schindler. That's actually nice. This is a really awesome old goods lift built by Aufzüge AG Schaffhausen. And now let's go on one of the really awesome old trams in Basel. These trams are really nice and very, very old. And now along we go to Basel Central Station, which has a Schindler Eurolift. And here's another lift at a station, which is an epic Schindler M series with full intelligent levelling. And now, I made a mistake of staying in the cheapest hotel in Basel. This was a complete utter foul. I stayed at the YMCA hostel. Fucking hell, what a weird place this was. It's weird when you put your key card in the room door and you go in the room to find there's other people already in it. Yes, it's a shared hotel room. And Basel's very, very expensive and I couldn't afford anything else, but oh, this hostel's just horrible.
Liebe Fahrgäste, infolge Bauarbeiten ist die Münchensteiner Brücke
Oh, yeah.